Hey homies, welcome back. Today we're going to make a Christmas card. I just got this stamp and die from Simon Says Stamp. I fell in love with this. Merry everything and happy all the days. I mean, is that precious or what? And then this stencil, I think is from last year. Well, I bought it last year anyway. It's a Hero Arts poinsettia background. We're going to do a simple card. We're going to ink blend a background. We're going to stamp and die cut this. Put it on a card. Let's go. Alrighty, so I've got some white cardstock here. And our stencil. And we're going to use Simon Hurley's Bee Sting to ink blend the stencil. Just tuck it right up in the corner there. And of course, I'll be trimming this down. So we've got our bee sting. And I'm going to use a brush. Okay, now I'm going to take what's left on my brush and just go over this so it's not stark white. There we go. Sorry if the fan got loud. Now for a little shimmer, I'm going to add some flickering candle mica distress stain to add a little gold to it. Just splatter it on there. Okay, we're going to set this aside to dry and work on our sentiment. Alrighty, I want to stamp this with a Versamark, and I'm going to use some gold embossing powder for the sentiment. And I have some Hero Arts gold. I'm just going to go ahead and use this. So let's get this stamp out here. I'm using some of the 110-pound Nina Solar White so that this is good and heavy. And I think I'm going to die cut it twice, even though it's going to be thick, and layer it up. And I sure was not supposed to be buying anything more of it. Oh, I just fell in love. I mean, you could send this to your friends over the holidays who, you know, they're not Christian or whatever. Because it's not, even though I am Christian, it's not religious, you know. No mention of God. It's happiness. General winter time. Okay, I'm going to emboss this, and then we'll cut it out. I'm not going to show the embossing because, you know, the heat gun's pretty loud. So I'll be back with it melted. It looks like it'll just fit through the little buddy. How cute. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. It's so simple. This would be an easy to mass produce card, right? Take a little time and sit and stencil a bunch of background pieces. Take a little time and sit and emboss. Now to do the sentiment, I am going to tape it in place because I don't want it to shift on me. And I'm not so good at making stuff stay still. I know some people can do this, like Tim Holtz, without tape, but this mama needs tape. I am all about the tape. Look at that. That's lovely. I decided to go ahead and actually do 2 extras. So this is going to be 3 thick. You know me, bear glue. Whoop, whoop. Alrighty, I cut my background panel out of a waffle flower layering die. And we're just going to put this right on the card front, centered-ish, because, you know how I roll. Centering is hard for me. So I like to say centered-ish. I'm going to put foam on the back of this and pop it up. I really like that little touch of gold on the background. I don't know if you can hear Sam snoring or not. Y'all, if you pray for him because he's having a rough time, and my husband keeps telling me I need to prepare myself, and I don't want to prepare myself because that's my boy. I've had him since he was about 4 weeks old. He was a little stray puppy that got dumped, and he's been with me for 15 years. And I love him. Like, I love all the dogs, but I feel like sometimes you end up with a favorite. Sam might be my favorite. Okay, so I'm going to center this on the card, but I want to put a little bit of gold and white thread behind it just for a little something extra. So I've got some gold, got a little white. I'm gonna separate the white threads because this is embroidery floss, so it's 6 strands wound together. I'm a real fan of threads behind things. I don't know why, but I am. And then once my sentiment's on, I can always trim if I feel like it needs trimming. So we'll get these liners off. Merry everything and happy all the days. That just warms my heart for some reason. And then trim if anything needs trimmed. Don't want them hanging all the way off the card. And last but not least, a little bling. So I've got a few things here. I bought this giant bag of Recollections, basically shaker filler, a month or so ago. I have some Brutus Monroe sequins from last year. I have these guys from last year. I like Christmas cute stuff. And I think these are Brutus Monroe also. Oh no, Buttons Galore and More. So I think we're gonna use these two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we've got a green sequin. Green sequin. Look at that. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, last but not least, no naked insides, because you know how I roll. I'm going to take this stencil. This is one of my favorite things for the inside of a card, and I haven't done it in a while. And just the ink that's left on it and on my brush, just a little bit of the pattern. I'm not worried about covering the whole thing. Just want a little bit of it in there. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Gives just such a nice soft effect. Just using leftover ink. Alrighty friends, here's my finished card project. This turned out so cute. It was very simple. Used a Hero Arts stencil for the background with Simon Hurley Bee Sting ink. Quick, simple. Splattered a little mica stain over it for a little shimmer. Cut it down, put it on the card, just glued it flat. We've got our Merry Everything and Happy All the Days stamp and die from Simon Says Stamp. Y'all, I'm in love. I stamped and embossed it with Hero Arts gold embossing powder on 110 pound Nina Solar White, die cut it, and then die cut 2 more, stacked them up, and then I even put it on with foam because I really wanted it to pop. Add a little bling, a little stenciling on the inside with your leftover ink. Don't clean your stencil in your brush. There you go. Quick, easy, but really pretty card. This would be really easy to mass produce. You know, like I said, make your sentiments all at one shot. Do your backgrounds all in one shot. Get your card bases, stencil them all in one shot, you know, with your leftover ink. Super easy. I hope you like this card. Hope you got those Christmas cards going. It's going to be here before you know it. Y'all have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.